All right, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Dan Griffin, agronomist with Heritage Cooperative, joined by...
Hi, everyone. I'm Haylee Vanskoy. I'm the Director of Grain Purchasing and Risk Management.
Excellent. So we just wanted to give our viewers a little bit of an update where we stand in terms of wheat, both from the marketing side and from the agronomic side. So this is kind of a mashup video we're doing between grain and agronomy here at Heritage. So Haylee, if I'm a grower and I'm thinking about marketing my wheat for next year, what are some things I can keep in mind considering we're at the price levels we're at now?
Yep, so one of the biggest things I always encourage growers is as you're, in the process of planting your wheat right now, thinking about input costs, also be looking at your cost per acre and where maybe your revenue potential could be, and maybe go ahead and market some of that wheat now for next year to kind of increase your chances of making sure you're making a profit.
Right, no, that makes a lot of sense to me. And, from the agronomic side this time of year, when I think about planting wheat, I'm thinking about where we're at from a soybean standpoint. Tend to be maybe a little bit behind compared to some other years, so planting date is so critical with wheat. We want to get that wheat planted early. If we are maybe haven't got the wheat planted to this point, or we're still waiting for some soybeans to come off, something we can do, there's a seed treatment we can use with our sugar wheat and the cropland wheat that we sell called Ascend SL. It will help to get that wheat up and out of the ground faster. If I can get that wheat tillering and established in the fall, I have a better shot at having the appropriate amount of tillers the next spring to ensure I have a healthy crop. And from a nitrogen standpoint, if I don't have to worry about putting on tillers to increase, putting on nitrogen to increase tillers in the spring, I can use that nitrogen to feed grain fill later. So that's something that's really critical from my standpoint. Also, when we think about wheat, in the fall we think about fertility. So nitrogen, just a little bit of nitrogen to get it started. Like to see that. Variable rate, potassium, phosphorus, that's also really important to get those root systems up and going and to get these wheat seedlings established. So from a weed control standpoint, there's a lot of different ways we can go. Most people in our geography will use sharpen and glyphosate to burn down. If we have some tricky grasses like a brome grass or an Italian ryegrass, we can switch it up, use a different product for burn down, and maybe use something like Anthem Max to give more of a grass residual. So another question I have on the wheat marketing, are there any new programs or anything that our growers can potentially look into or check into with you or your colleagues when it comes to wheat marketing for next year?
Yeah, so we are looking at introducing a new wheat pricing program. It's an averaging program where you would enroll bushels for a penny per bushel investment cost, and we're looking probably for a pricing period between March and May of 2024. And so when you look back at historical 5-year averages, excluding 2022 with the Russia-Ukraine ordeal, historically those 3 months are really great times to price wheat. And so what we're looking at is helping you guys boost your averages on your grain marketing, and so this would be a great way to diversify your marketing portfolio. We do offer a couple other variety of options when it comes to grain marketing, so I definitely encourage everyone to reach out to your regional grain merchandiser and talk with them more about the operations of your needs of your operation and how we can best fit those. So there's a lot of ways that we can look at that.
Perfect. No, that's really good information. Yeah, and to kind of close out on the agronomic side, I'm a huge fan of wheat. I love the double crop potential that we have across the state. We know, at least for our Heritage Cooperative farmers, there's a big straw market that we have. So we know farmers are going to put out wheat. We can get some agronomic insights to help get that crop established to set us up for a successful spring. I think that's positive. And on the marketing side, if we can be doing some different things to potentially capture some opportunities, I think that's positive too. So appreciate you watching, and we'll be in touch. Thank you.